Craig, 2 weeks into the season, you've had an opportunity for first impressions right across the league. It's time for you to list it. Give us your top 5 biggest disappointments out of the gate.
Well, we'll start exactly with that. And we only were able to get 5 on here. There's more than 5, but we're going to start on the West Coast. And Trevor Zegras, he's the poster boy for EA Sports. And 1 point, sitting on the bench for 25 minutes of the last game because Greg Cronin says not good enough. He hasn't been close to good enough. He's electric, he's talented, and he hasn't shown any of that to this point in the season. At number 4, the Carolina Hurricanes goaltenders. I say goaltenders. All 3 of them have played 3 games each, and all 3 of them have been equally terrible. Equally terrible. Not one of them has had even a specter of good play. And that has been a real problem for the Carolina Hurricanes. You look at Rod Brind'Amour, what do you do? Who do you play? You go, okay, I think you just kind of put him in a hat, pick one out, and go, okay, hopefully he's going to be the guy in this game. At number 3, I think that the Pittsburgh Penguins have been a massive disappointment. All the changes that they've had in the offseason, everything that even I thought that they were in position to take some steps forward. Erik Karlsson, Riley Smith, a little bit more speed in their lineup. They look like their tread on their tire is wearing thin. And when the terrain gets tough, it looks like they're having a tough time staying on the road. At number 2, Calgary Flames, Nazem Kadri. I don't know what else to say other than he might be the biggest individual disappointment in the league this year. And it's not about capability. It's about his overall, what I would say, lackluster approach. When he's at his best, there's a spirit to his game. There's a fire in his game. And that has been sorely lacking, and it's really affected his productivity. And by extension, it has impacted the Calgary Flames' poor start to this season. And at number 1, I'm not saying there's reason to panic, but we're talking about one of the worst teams in the league, and that's the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, a sexy pick to win the Stanley Cup. Yeah, right. The way they're playing, they're going to be lucky to make the playoffs. Leon Draisaitl talks about it. Hey, we got to play better. He's right, no reason to panic. But what there is it's a call to duty. It's a call to be better and to dial into the details. They haven't done that in Edmonton. No surprise that they're 1-4-1. Is there time for all of these 5 to turn it around? Yeah, there is. But there's some concerning times for this listed.
Craig, the Oilers, your biggest disappointment so far. Ryan Rishaug said yesterday it's time for Jay Woodcroft to start holding his players accountable. If you were in Woodcroft's shoes, how would you go about doing that?
Well, I mean, number 1 is they're up against the cap. You know, you're looking now with McDavid out. They're dressed in 11 and 7. So, and you don't have depth in your forward group, and the goaltending is struggling. So what are you going to do? You can't sit out anybody. That's number 1. Number 2, who are you going to give more ice time to? Less capable players? What they need to do is players that are capable more have to deliver more. And that is certainly a thing. And they have to dial into the defensive details. You got to be able to understand that the work of defensive play requires effort. And it's been lacking there. And the other thing I would say is, and I'd point the finger right at Jay Woodcroft as well, it's not just the players. You were great defensively down the stretch once you acquired Matthias Ekholm. So that's reason to change your defensive system? Yeah. I'm not so sure that not everybody in Edmonton deserves to have their feet held to the fire other than 97 and 29.
Yeah, it's not working right now.